Greetings to the Geek Clan. This is Grimlock Stonehammer live on YouTube. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, we're trying something a little bit different today. Me and Icewing actually have our own YouTube channel that we hardly ever use. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back on. We're gonna go on YouTube, right, like Facebook right now. And we're just gonna announce that I'm on Facebook, and if you want to join me, you should, because yeah, it's a thing. Just saying. Let's see here. All right, live video. Let's see. Nobody lost me. It's because they don't know the awesome geekness of Grimlock Stonehammer, and they don't know the power of the ultimate geek hammer of knowledge, power, and wisdom. It's such an awesome hammer. Because, everybody needs an awesome magical item, and this is mine. So, if you don't know who I am, I'm Grimlock Stonehammer. I like to talk about the geeky things of the Geek Clan. Greetings to you guys. And some spiritual things on the side. Occasionally, you bring both of them together, and we talk about stuff. Oh, God. All right. You know what? We'll just go live. Okay. All right, guys. So how you doing? I am on YouTube right now. If you guys actually want to check out my actual face or just listen to the audio, because we're just going to go do radio on Facebook right now, because that's how it happens and that's how we roll. So if you want to check out me live, I am at, just type in let's see, Icewing.grim, and you shall see me here. But if you just want to comment on here or whatever, not see my glorious face for radio, I've been told that, then that's fine by me. I won't be seeing you. Maybe I can make this a little smaller. Be like, okay. So I'm gonna get shit checking back and forth to see what you guys are up to or whatever. So I've been seeing a lot of things going on right now, and they're simply amazing. And I know there's more amazing things to come out. Now, I've watched The Umbrella Academy. I've watched the second season of Dragon Prince. I've seen Alita, Battle Angel, just today. And I've seen Orville, which is a Deadliest Class, and rumors of other things and previews that are like, oh my god! And the geekness is just going, and I don't know if I can handle myself. So, just to tell you guys, it's just happening that way. And what should we discuss now first, Grimlock Stonehammer? Well, let's talk about a little bit about Deadliest Class. Now, this is a new series on Netflix based off a graphic novel based in the 80s of delinquent kids who are part of cartels, triads, all kinds of criminal organizations, taught to be deadly assassins and to stick it to the man. And we have a kid who is new to this, who basically it was said that he was claimed to have killed a bunch of orphanage students, which he did not. And basically think of it as Hogwarts for assassins. There are certain groups that are stationary, and whatever you are, if you don't have a legacy, you become a rat. The main character is a rat and has to work his way up to the hierarchy because he doesn't have a legacy there at the Kings, which is the place where the school is. It is very interesting, very a lot of 80s nostalgia. I liked it, but though I will say that I'm not going to talk a lot about this because I'm just going to talk about the last episode I saw. It was very trippy. They went to go kill one of the friends' dad, who was a jerk, who the reason why he's in Condominion is because he owes the mob money. Well, he sent his first kid to there, and he's like, well, you know what? Dad's not going to pay off the debt, so what's going to happen? Well, this is what's going to happen. You don't pay your debt, you're going to become an assassin for the mob, and that's usually how that is going to go. Pretty interesting, don't you think? So they go up on this thing, but then they get involved with drugs. Bad. Drugs are bad, guys, right? I can tell you right now, drugs are bad. But it made it more interesting to watch and check out. I will have to say that it was amazing to see what was going on through this. Now, one of the things that was going on was since they was taking like a whole bunch of acid and psychedelic drugs, you got to see a lot of cool different images and animation and a lot of crazy stuff. Eventually, they end up killing the dad, and they go off, and there's murder and chaos and a lot of crazy stuff. But I like the episode because it reminded me of like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas a little bit, and he had that like little homage to that movie in this episode, and it's a lot of storytelling, and I kind of like it. So check out the Deadliest Class. I think you guys would enjoy it. A lot of good martial arts, depth of characters, and interesting plot lines that are going back and forth throughout the season. So, like I said, this was a very good show, and I like how trippy it was when you were watching it, and you're like, wow, look at the psychedelic things going on, and you didn't know what was going on for real. Uh, like I said, a very interesting quiz. So, another thing that is coming out is Happy Season 2 for Easter. Now, if you haven't seen Happy, I'm sorry, you need to check that shit out right now. Oh, right now, check it out. Right now. Do it now, or I will smash you with the hammer. Well, don't do it if you are very sensitive and do not like crazy stuff that goes on. This Happy is a very mature audience, and a lot of crazy, creepy things that are going on. But it's simply amazing, and I loved it. And they did a Christmas one, and now they're going after the Easter Bunny. Should be a very interesting story. I just to give you a little synopsis on it. It's a cop who was from Special Victims. He decided to move on. He's disgraced as a cop, and is I don't know. He's boozing up, doing heroin, shooting. Is a contract killer. What ends up happening is a little girl gets kidnapped, and her imaginary friends seeks him out to save her, and he is the only one who can see this imaginary donkey unicorn. Yes, it is a donkey unicorn. It's not really. And they go on all kinds of evil shenanigans going on. Well, this one is since the springtime and March, we're going to have the Easter Bunny themed one. And I can't wait to see the chaos, the carnage, and mayhem that is going to be around because it has that sweeter spot of adult darkness with a light, fluffy side of sparkles. And it makes it really interesting to watch. So we shall check that out very soon and see how that will be going on. The Umbrella Company. What can I say? I don't know. Mixed reviews on it. It's very interesting. The ending is going to be like, really? Why'd you do this to me? Very. There's a lot of things going on. There's a talking monkey who's a butler. There are weird powers. Like some of these weird powers. Not really. Well, you got super strength. You have somebody who has voice manipulation. You have another one who can talk to dead. You can also have one that can go through the teleport and also move to the future. She's not a little kid. And then you have a normal girl, and another one who's normal, who wasn't special in any way. I kind of like it. It was very interesting, and I can't wait to check it out. For season 2, hopefully that comes out to play. There's a lot of you can. I personally could see where the storyline was going. It wasn't very hard. You kind of like picked out where the apocalypse, how the apocalypse was going to happen. Because the brother who can go through future went to the future and came up to the apocalypse and came back, figured out how to come back to stop the apocalypse from happening. Now, there's a lot of things that you can tell, but the visual effects are pretty good. The emotional state of what is going on. I will have to say the father who adopted them, because the premise is that they were born all on the same day. The women didn't know they were pregnant. There were no signs of pregnant, and these babies came out all on the same day. Um, and it's kind of interesting on how this wealthy billionaire bought or like got these kids, adopted these kids, 7 kids from the umbrella company. Now it's kind of interesting. Dad's a real dick. You're really gonna hate the dad to see what he did, and basically you see like bits of the past come out, and then you see a little bit of the like mostly about the future self. Um, there's a lot of different things going on with this, about a lot of darkness, a little bit. Uh, like I said, you see the past of the kids getting raised by either adoptive father, who is all about training, and has put these kids, to really extremes where they have some really psychological issues going on of many different variety. Yes, many different variety of psycho issues, it seems. All in all, I thought it was a good show. Kind of strange. Would I say it was one of the best? It has potential to be better in season 2, but we should see what lies behind the corner. Aha! Other things that I'm coming up to see: the Dragon Prince 2. Now, if you are an Airbender kind of guy and you like the Last Avatar or whatever they do, I haven't seen the Last Airbender complete series. I've seen bits of pieces of episodes, and I thought personally they were actually pretty good from what I've seen. So I checked out the Dragon Princess on Netflix. Very imaginative. Now, if you haven't seen me talk about season 1, which you probably haven't, because I usually don't talk to YouTubers, and I think I need to do more videos on YouTubers, then you should check it out, because it's very interesting and I like it, and how it goes on is just amazing. Okay, and there's a lot of magic involved, and only humans can't do magic because they're in a magical realm, but humans can't do magic for some reason. And you have elves of different types, like moon elves, fire elves. These are the only ones that we have seen so far. And humans have basically got kicked out of the continent that was broken in half because they started using dark magic, which is basically killing magical creatures and using their magical essence to cast magic. Well, the Dragon King didn't like this. Yes, there is a Dragon King, and basically banished the humans to the other side of the continent, breaking in too. So you have human kingdoms and elves and dragons on the other side. Kind of amazing. Now, there's a ploy to attack the king, to assassinate. What ends up happening with the moon elves, what ends up happening is they find an egg, okay? The egg is what the king stole from the king of the dragon. Basically, the queen of the dragon's egg, basically, and stole it. It thought it was destroyed, but apparently it's not. Well, season 2, what happens is we're gonna. I'm not gonna give you guys any spoilers. Just know that the egg hatches, and we get to see more of the history of this continent and more of the legends and lore. Now, there are 2 brothers. They're half brothers, and it's kind of interesting because one, it wants to learn magic. He's a human who really wants to learn magic, and has to use the primal forces. And then you have the crown prince who's younger, who can talk to any of the animals, which is interesting. And one of them is Bait. Now I like Bait. It's this really ugly looking frog that changes color, and he looks pissed off all the time. Okay, all the time. This frog is always pissed off, but is basically the lower brother's companion and things like that. Now, there is a spoiler alert: the dragon egg does hatch, and they have a whole journey with bringing a dragon. Now, elves aren't liked either. Elves do not have contact with the humans, so they have an elf with them, a moon elf, and that story continues on. And there is so much going on in this. All right, we find a new villain. The dad's psycho. The dad is the mage. The advisor of the king is very dark and into the evil, dark magic. Um, just a lot of questions and stuff. The animation is interesting, but the storyline is really good. There's a lot of different magical creatures. Elves have four fingers, which is interesting, and they are basically by the element of the primal magic. So, like if you're a moon elf, you get magic from the moon. If you're a sky elf, you get it from the sky. Fire elf, fire. Blah blah blah. They explain it in the first season. We in the second season we finally get to see a big dragon, which is pretty amazing, and some other interesting creatures coming through. It's also, I like the magic. It's kind of like sigil magic, that you draw a symbol of it and you use it to project it. And this is what the prince is starting to figure out on his journey. He wants to be a mage. He was trained how to fight. The older brother, the older prince wasn't like that, but then he found his knack with magic and kind of looked into it, and he was told, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. Humans are not allowed to do magic because they can't, because they're not born with the iridescence and blah 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 and all that other yaggy smacky stuff." So if you are into like great fantasy stories enriched in mythology and different cultures and interesting politics and magical use of magic and just certain amazing things, check out The Dragon Prince on Netflix. You won't be disappointed. It was really good. It's getting really good, and they're not very long seasons. So I can't wait until the next season comes out. So it should be good. I definitely check that out. So I also saw, by the way, guys, I also saw Alita Battle Angel, and let me tell you, hello, Isaac. How are you doing? Are you doing okay, Isaac? Huh? I don't know. I think he left. Did he left? He probably left. But anyways, so we're gonna talk about the Battle Angel, Alita, the Battle Angel, about a Borg. Guy comes up, finds a corpse, like a half, just a head and part of a torso, builds it up. The brain is still active and alive. Comes to find out, she is a bad mama jamma. She's kicking butt left and right, and it's simply amazing. The visuals are amazing. The storyline's really good. If you're into cybernetics or cyborgs, anything like that, you will definitely be into this movie. Visual effects, very cool. A lot of action sequences. The only spoiler I'm going to give to you, there will be a second one. Okay, So if you don't want to be like, oh man, I gotta be pulled into a second one, yes, you do. I apologize. Kind of happens, but whatever. Things happen like this, and sometimes you get pulled into second movie. This is how things are done, I guess, because they want to build up a franchise where they can make lots of moolah, 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 and seems like to be the state of affair. Like The Hobbit should have been only one movie, but they decided to make three and add some useless nonsense that we really didn't need to see. But they did anyways because we want the money now. But that's another ballgame. I like this a lot better than Avatar. All right, just saying. The it was very. I can't, she was amazing, fearless, and just bad to the bone. Female, strong character. Okay. There were some tender sides into it, but just I like I like the sci-fi. Like I haven't seen a really good sci-fi movie in a while. This kind of brings it home because it's something a little bit different, something kind of unique in some aspects. And other aspects, a floating city that dumps garbage. Yeah, I think I've seen that before. How people live in high society up on this floating city, and people on the ground are treated like dirt, kind of deal. Yes, that has been told. They have this roller derby game that you probably see in the previews. Let me tell you, it's simply really cool. It's like a roller derby on steroids. Okay, on steroids. The action of the sports scene is just amazing. There's a lot of I will say there is a lot of like people getting ripped up and just like and like yeah, Andra, I'm telling you, cyborgs are not there are a lot of cyborg fatalities in this movie. I would say. Um, but it seems like they're not your typical like 80s cyborgs like RoboCop, who's very slow moving. She is fast, fast, fast. Okay, and you get like this whole backstory and mythology back to it. I kind of like that in stories where you have that mythology that keeps going and it just like goes to the background and you get this a sense of the world that you're in, and that's why you put um into the characters. And it was just I liked it. I thought it was really really good. So I saw a preview today, guys, while I was watching it. And Token, there is going to be a movie about Token. I raise my hammer to Token, our Token. If you don't know who that is, that's the guy who did the Lord of the Rings. He is kind of like the grandfather of fantasy, modern fantasy. All those fantasy books that you've been reading, all those video games you've been playing, Lord of the Rings, D&D, Magic the Gathering, things like that. He is kind of like the grandfather of modern mythology between the fantasy world of magic elves, dwarves, the I can't pronounce this. The ring wraiths. Okay, we'll say that. The orcs, the goblins, the Balrog, things like this. He was one of the first people to actually make a whole world of imagination with rules and legacies and whole mythology behind that. Now, if there was no Tolkien, guys, there wouldn't be any Lord of the Rings. I hate to tell you. You hire brains going down. Wait a minute. I need that. Wait. Geek Hammer, keep me straight. Ugh. Do it again. Ugh. Okay, good. I had to kickstart the brain, guys. So you wouldn't have Harry Potter that some of you guys are into, or any of the also epic fantasy movies, stories, series, comics, whatever the case may be. So we're gonna see a life of it, and I saw some visual of his imagination and where he came up with this. Now it's not a biography, so it's not gonna be all facts. There's gonna be some obviously written fictional accounts that might have happened or whatever, but it's going to show off his life and stuff. And I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to check this out. All right. What else do we have to talk about? Well, why don't you talk about Disney being stupid again? Oh yeah, all right. Jessica Jones and the Punisher are bye-bye from Netflix. Go figure. They're because Disney is doing their own streaming thing and they're doing their own thing, and they can't. These actors cannot be those characters until 2 years. Okay, disappointing. The Punisher wasn't that. It was simply amazing. Daredevil's simply amazing. Jessica Jones is good. Luke Cage is all right. And, Iron Fist is but the Defenders was amazing. Uh, it's kind of like a stab to the geek heart to hear this. But on the good side, Netflix is doing a Cybertronian war thing on Netflix with you got the touch, you got the power, yeah. Da-na-na. I'm talking about Transformers, guys, if you didn't know. I can't wait to see the series. I think Netflix is going to do a really good job with this. I'm very impressed with Voltron, and I've always said that Voltron and some of the other reboots that they've done are simply amazing, like Sabrina. Wasn't that? But we're actually going to have a Cybertronic war. It's all going to be Transformers. We're not going to see any humans, so it's going to probably be animated, and I can't wait. Hopefully, we have some homage to Generation 1 and to all the other fans and little nits and pieces. I'm hoping they don't screw this up because you know what? After what the Bay franchise have done, which is done, by the way, Bay is done. No more Michael Bay on Transformers. Because the Geeks has spoken. We did not like your universe as your crappiness comes down and destroys the Cybertronic universe, and you have destroyed us. So we have spoken. Be gone, Michael Bay! Forever! Never touch another geek franchise ever again. I don't know why I did that. So that's going on. How do I feel about it? I don't know. There's been a lot of talk about reboots about He-Man and some other franchises thing. It could be either way. Now, Transformers has gotten some series that I've actually liked, and I would like to discuss it with you guys. But I think I'm going to do that with Chuckles the Clown. When I talk to him, and we could do like a metal Transformer geekness of things that we liked or whatever, because we grew up with the original franchise. We shall see what happens with that. Okay. So I think I've talked enough of your time. If because everybody has something else to watch or whatever. Better YouTube videos with like effects and stuff like this. Not just this elder geek just making things up or just talking about my voices in his head or something like that. But whatever, guys. Thank you for listening. This is Grimlock Stonehammer setting up. If you like this chaotic video, like, subscribe, hit that bell, and leave a comment below and all that other shenanigans that YouTubers do. And I will be back on more for more videos lately. And I apologize, guys. I apologize, but it'll be a thing. All right. So until then, guys, I will talk to you later. Enjoy your night. This is Grimlock Stonehammer signing out, and I'll talk to you later. So hopefully, Facebook, if you are listening and you want to check this out, I am on YouTube. Just type in icewing.grim and check out the video of the live shenanigans. I might be dancing to myself, dancing on that. And you won't see it because all you hear is the radio play. Because I'm evil like that. Flip the switch, it seems. Oh, well. I guess you just have to hear the voices inside my head. All right. So I'm ending this right now. So to the Geek Clan, I salute you, and please join the YouTube channel. And I will talk to you guys later. Till then, this is Grimlock Stonehammer signing out.